Okay, so let's see what we got here. Dispatch. Made in China. Dispatch. Warning, this product is a dangerous tool if not used properly. And so is most people's tongue. Remember that. A tongue is a very dangerous item if not used properly. That is my best fatherly advice to you. So, what do we have here? We got a knife. I don't know anything about Dispatch. Wow, this is kind of strange. I think I paid $13. I want to think it was like 17 or something, and they had it for 16, and they sent, or it was 17 something, and they sent me a offer for 16, and I said or 15, and I said I'll buy it for 13, and they took it. So I don't know anything special about this knife. I don't know anything about Dispatch. Maintenance of Dispatch knives. Clean, wash with mild detergent, dry thoroughly, lubricate, sharpen, and store. So I don't know. Maybe Dispatch is another Chinese company, maybe kind of like Civivi. I don't know. Maybe I've got another problem on my hands. So this right here is it's either micarta or cardboard. I think it's micarta. It sure does act like it, seem like it, feel like it, look like it. It's got the texture. It's all there. And it's got to be a captive pivot. It is a flipper liner lock. There's a pocket clip that is not recessed or reversible. And the screws are not inset. It is deep carry. And it is a medium pocket clip. Pretty doggone thick blade. That is way super thick. Let's see. Always hit that button. So you want millimeters? Let's do millimeters. 3.2 millimeters. Let's go to inches. And it is 0.126. So it is, let's see, 0.250 is a quarter, so it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. So that's pretty thick. It's got a short back spacer. The steel liner inside is skeletonized. This appears to be some kind of plastic or G10 or something of that nature. It's the knife's not really heavy, but it does have noticeable weight to it. I like that that kind of orangish highlight on both sides. Of course, it's got the lanyard loop that won't get used. So let's see. Oh, goodness. Wow. I'm not even talking about the blade. I'm talking about the opening. That is that is a ceramic ball detent, or it's a steel ball painted black. I'm swear that's a ceramic ball detent though, and it's got bearings. It absolutely has bearings. So I'm really surprised at how this price. I mean, that's unbelievable. Now that lockup is pretty stiff. I have problems getting in there. It's not hard to push the lock. It's just hard for me to activate it because I'm catching on this side over here. If this was contoured, and if I was to carry this knife, I would definitely get a file or something and contour that edge right there. And I think I could transition over here and have no problems, closing the knife. As it is right now, it's a two-handed knife closing it for me. Anyway, that blade stop is pretty decent, pretty heavy. The There is a little bit of play, not a lot. There's no up and down. There's a little bit side to side. Let me see something here. So looks like we have T8 pivot screw and T6 for the rest of it. There's still some play. So let's see if and I don't see this turning, so I can still feel I can still feel side to side. I don't want to tighten it up too much because I don't want to get crazy, but I can still feel some side to side movement. It's not bad. You got to force it to get that movement. But I mean, the blade opens very smooth, very nice. That is a straight backed point. That is, I'm telling you, it's a jigger. That's a definite jigger. It's got China on the blade and dispatch. And it doesn't say anything else that I can find on the blade. So I'm thinking this is probably a a cheapo. It may be. I want to think I've seen some name brand knives and other ones that look like, because this right here looks familiar to me. Uh, but being as it's called dispatch, I'm thinking somebody has made something that possibly looks like something else and put their name on it, which that's what I like to see before anything else. Not trying to put the other knife's name. And I don't know if this is any kind of a clone or not, but it there's a lot of things they could have done to make this even better. Now on the backside here, it seems like they've tapered it, or it doesn't seem like they have tapered it somewhat on the backside here, and potentially for maybe, I don't know, that little bit of gimping is really not enough, but it does catch my finger. There's no finger choil, and there's barely, barely, barely any kind of a sharpening choil. So you're gonna be catching into that pretty quick. Probably second, third, fourth, fifth sharpening. I don't know, and I don't know what kind of steel this is. So I mean, it's choose your own adventure. Uh, I feel no burr there and none there. And it does feel very, very sharp. Again, that's a jigger. That blade sweep. I mean, this is a knife that I would use for skinning or something like that. I think that would be perfect for that. Uh, these edges are sharp. They don't hurt because it's micarta, but they are sharp. I would have continued this chamfer on down, and I would have put a chamfer through here, and I would have exaggerated this one through here, and at the very least, there's a tiny tiny cutout here for you to get access, but it's just this isn't enough for me. I'm sitting there squeezing as hard as I can. There we go. I finally got it to go over. And so I'm just keep catching on this, and I'm more so catching on this over here on this side, on this scale here. So I don't know. It may be even a better idea to take and chamfer this down to match, because if you look at it here, you can see that the scale over here is slightly proud of the liner lock. So this might be fine, just a little bit here for aesthetics, but I would probably get in this and try to cut this down just a little bit more. Bring this down some, and I think you can get in there better. Because see, if I take the tip of my finger and get inside there, I can push it back just fine. So I think they did a lot of things right on this, and I think they did a lot of things wrong. I believe, just for giggles, chamfer this on down each side. Leave this as it is, but cut this down. Cut this side on this scale over here down, to even to the even with the liner lock, or potentially leave the liner lock just slightly proud, or just cut it down even to it and chamfer this going in here at this point. And I think this knife would be even worlds better. Uh, the blade feels good. I mean, it opens like butter. It literally does. They went through the trouble of putting ceramic ball detent, and for all I know, it's got ceramic bearings in it. They put a ceramic ball detent. Uh, I can't really tell. I can see the bearings, but I don't see any shine to the bearings. But that doesn't mean anything. I don't know. Chances are, for the price of the knife, it's going to have steel bearings in it. I don't know how they put a ceramic ball detent, or at least it looks like one. So, with a little bit of work, I think you can make this a pretty cool carry knife. Again, it is purpose built for me anyway, with that blade, that heavy upsweep on that blade. It seems to come out here and it kind of bellies out and then sweeps up hard. And so that is a blade that is perfect for skinning. It just, that's what that blade was made for. Cleaning fish, you name it, any of those. But I really would be secondary about with these micarta scales, because you're going to get all that goop and everything in these scales. Uh, so you might want to try to seal them with something if you're going to do that. But anyway, so that's all I've got on this. There was a cheap knife. They throwed me an offer. I accepted. I took it just to see, because I had seen these on AliExpress, and this was not AliExpress. It was somebody local in the U.S. And I was like, man, $13, I'll give it a shot. We'll see. And I'm not sad. I mean, I think it's great for the price. I think there's a lot of things could be done to make this knife worth even more, and that's chamfering these edges. The little deal like I talked about, bringing this down even, extending this finger jimping, maybe down another quarter inch, a half inch onto that blade, I think would help. Uh, the pocket clip, I can feel it, but it's not going to bother me. It's got that classic duckbill coming up. It's not really tapered back down again, but it is coming out straight. And so I don't have a lot of problems. It doesn't catch my hand. I don't think there's issues with that. So I think it's a cheap knife with a super great price for what it seems like you're getting. It all comes down to this blade steel. That's a stonewash finish, and they've actually laser engraved dispatch on it and stuff. So there's been a lot of higher end stuff done to this knife at a super cheap price. I don't know, maybe these cost a lot more than that, and somebody had it at secondhand and they wanted to get rid of it and they sold it to me for $13. So maybe it is a higher end knife. You tell me. That's all I got. But I would ask that if you enjoy this kind of content, that you would like and subscribe. If not, like and subscribe anyway, because there's going to be something that you like eventually, because I do videos on everything. I don't have a niche. My niche is everything. So anyway, mainly comment below. Tell me about this knife. Tell me about Dispatch if you know anything about Dispatch, because I want to know if I got a great deal on this, if I got took, or what. Because I don't know what the steel is. I mean, that might be butter knife steel. I don't know. But for the price, I'm fine either way. I think it's a neat knife. I think it's cool. Looks good. It feels okay. A lot of things I would change to make it even better, and I think it would be worth more. Will it hold up to heavy use? I don't know. It's got bearings in it. It's got a ceramic ball detent. It opens like butter. It's got all kind of positives. So I don't know. Comment below. Talk to me about it. Tell me what you know about this. I appreciate you. I thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.